We will never get divorced, though, because frankly, neither one of us wants custody of the children. So I think we're in it for the long haul. Because we do have kids. We're breeders. We have some spawn, the wife and I, twin boys. People ask if we use fertility drugs to have twins, and unless you count Prozac and tequila as fertility drugs, we like to say we were blessed with twins because we got the child that we always wanted and one for parts. And I had always dreamed of having twins, but in my dreams they were the Olsen twins in a hot tub. It was different, but this is special. It really is. I'm Irish. My wife is Lebanese, so we know they're going to grow up to be drunken terrorists. You might want to wait for the punchline before you clap at that. It's great, though. I like being a parent. It's fun. Twin pregnancies, tough pregnancy. First trimester, a lot of vomiting and crying, and my wife was having a tough time, too. And then second trimester, she snapped at me one day, and she said, I'd love to see you give birth to a child. And I said, I'd love to see you pee your initials in the snow. We're just different, you know what I mean? I went to every single doctor's appointment with my wife when she was pregnant because I only work an hour a night, so I couldn't get out of it. And it's humiliating. You walk into the doctor's office, and within 5 minutes, your wife is naked with her feet up in the stirrups, and I can't even get her to wear a cowboy hat to bed. You know what I mean? And then the doctor comes sauntering into the room, and the first thing he does is he conducts what he calls a breast examination. That's what he calls it. I call it going to second base on my wife in front of me. That's what I call it, because that's not necessary, right? There's no medical need for that. What is that, Obamacare? And then he says, I'm just looking for lumps. And I'm like, you're going to find one, fuckface. Keep it up. It's a scam. Our final visit to his office, I gave him a urine sample all over his desk. I didn't like him, and I made that clear. He was all right. He actually let me be in the delivery room when the kids were born. First, they want to make sure you're not going to pass out. So he said, have you ever witnessed childbirth before? And I said, yes, but it was a long time ago, and it was from the inside. But I think I can handle it. And I was fine. It was great. I actually filmed the delivery. I call it the sequel, because I also filmed the conception. And that is none of your goddamn business. You'll learn a lot when you become a dad, stuff you don't know you're going to learn. Women have a book called What to Expect When You're Expecting. There's no book for men because they know we're lazy sacks of shit and we'll never read it. So we learn on the job. And the first thing I learned was that Playtex has a synthetic nipple for the top of their baby bottles that is so unbelievably lifelike. And you have not lived until you had a gin and tonic through one of these things. Honest to God. That is nirvana. You're very kind. We child-proofed our home, but they kept getting in. Very frustrating. 2 boys. My wife wanted to name one of them after her grandfather, but I thought Grandpa was a stupid name, so I vetoed that. And then she suggested Simon, and I said no, because then we'll have to do whatever he says, and I am not doing that, so... Thank God there were boys, because the girl's name we had picked out was Alexa and Siri, so we dodged a bullet there. They're a lot of fun, though. Twins either love each other or they hate each other. And our twins have nicknames, Israel and Palestine. They don't get along. My brother has twins, and they're inseparable because they're Siamese. And they don't get along either. Very awkward. Anyway, twins are awesome, though. They're fun. My boys they're not the brightest bulbs in the Christmas tree, and I can say that because everyone seems to know that. The town put a sign right outside our house that says "Slow children." It's humiliating, but we think they're dyslexic. We hope they're dyslexic because every Christmas they write letters to Satan, and that's awkward. They're a lot of fun, though. We play hide and seek all the time, and they can never find me because you got to be 21 to get into a strip club. But they try so hard, you know. And we tease them a lot. We tase them a lot because you're not allowed to hit your kids. We never hit our kids. We choke them out, and they always tap their pussies. But they don't tap their pussies. They don't have. They tap out. But anyway, And we never yell at our kids. We prefer more of a creepy whisper from underneath their bed at 3 a.m. Very effective. They're funny, though. They're awesome. One of my twins, Harry, came over from catechism class, religion class, and he said, Daddy, did we evolve from Adam and Eve? And I said, well, Adam and Eve were first, but then they had kids, and they had kids, and they had kids, and that's how you came to be. And he said, well, Mommy said we evolved from apes. And I said, well, Mommy was talking about her side of the family, but on our side... And that did not go over well on the home front.